guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about lynching. This is crazy. I don't know what made me come up with this topic, but I've been looking at videos. I was looking at videos of hell, and then I was watching TikTok where this guy said he made a joke out of it, and he was like, if ghosts were real, there will only be a handful of white people. And it's actually true, because had ghosts been real, it would have only really been a handful of white people, because of so many black people that they killed. They probably would have been any left. But anyways, I was also watching Stephen Darby, where he was talking about the lynching, and back in the day we was getting more information, and he told us to check out Without Sanctuary website. So I was like, I looked at it and I thought this would be a good video for you guys to go through it with me. I feel like this will be educational, but also to never forget, since I'm actually recording this on Martin Luther King Day. So if you want, I'm going to go through this, and it's going to be fast. And the purpose of this video is to let you guys know how recent this was. This was not 100 years ago, okay? It first did start, so I did write it down. It did start in 1742 with two brothers. The names were William and Charles Lynch, right? That's where the name came from. So they don't lynch now, but let's just say you're going for a job, right? You're going for a job, or you're doing this or that. You're getting lynched without getting lynched, and it's not being public, right? So lynching is still happening today, but it's done in a different form. But so I wanted to go over this with you guys to the website. I'm letting the screen play right now. You may be watching on your phone. If not, if you're on your TV, you can see me at the bottom of the screen here. So it started in 1842, but I guess they made it a law, which was like lynch law, and then they coined the phrase to be the Willie Lynch law, whatever. So anyways, me personally, I don't like to bring up all things like this, because my mind is not there. I've probably been one of the ones that were dead, because I can't fathom the point of having to do those things. But anyway, so I just noticed that they spelled killing wrong. So it says those of assisted rituals and racial killings, maybe they meant killings. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this so we can go through the pictures, okay? So Without Sanctuary is a photo document of proof and unearthings of crimes of collective mass murders. Mind you, these were all postal cards, memory graves excavated from the American continents. Part of postcards common as dirt, souvenirs, skin thin and fresh, tattooed proud. The trade cards of those assisting at rituals and racial unalivings and other acts of mad citizenry. The community's best decisions lurking just outside the frame, destined to decay. These feral survivors of an original photo population of many thousands turned the living to a pillar of salt. So that was from James. So we're going to jump to the main menu. I just wanted to show you guys that. We already did the overview. So this is going to be your first picture, right? So what made me think about this is that my granddad, he just passed January 2020. Mind you, he was born in 1933. So this is a freshly new card. It's not even 100 years old yet, okay? This was August 3rd, 1935. My granddad was born in July 1933, which is insane. So this was a postcard. This information tells you what it is. It says it's a corpse. He had already died of Clyde Johnson, and this was in California. And they put this on a postcard. How can you be home and you get a death card in the mail? you know? Like, how can you be satisfied in your heart just hurting people? Anyways, there's so many photos that goes on and on, mind you. It says, unidentified corpse of African American male, gallows, courthouse jail, and windmill in background. So this is at the courthouse jail, supposedly. 9 onlookers, 2 young boys in the 1900s to 1915. Location unknown. So that was a real postcard too. This was done in Texas. Another black male, Negro, from the 1900s to 1915. Another postcard. This was done in Georgia, which is insane. It's so terrible, like, and this is what they say. They like give, you know, I'm not knocking anybody, right? The Asians have their law. You know, the Indians have their law. You know, all the other races have their laws, right? But there's no laws for the African Americans. Like, they just totally disregard anything that's happening. Also, I feel like the shooting of African Americans by the police is another form of lynching, because there's no law to protect the black African American or the Negro, pretty much. So this picture here is Benny Simmons. He was alive here, soaked in coal oil before being set on fire. How wicked. This was June 13th in Oklahoma. Boy, these people are going to rot in hell. Alright, so the corpse of George and Ed Silby, January 2020. The reason I'm going through this because I went through the pictures already. I wanted to make sure that they look good on the screen. So I guess here's a sticker on the back of the postcard. Let's see what it says. Oh. Alright, this is Jordan. Hanged by a mob of citizens in front of the jail. It's probably like another fake, I was about to say fake ass rape crime, but it's probably a fake rape crime, you know. The bound corpse of 2 Italian immigrants. So these were Italians, Castinago, I guess, Ferracata, Angelo, and Albano, handcuffed together, hiding in the Florida swamps. This was like 1910. It says, one with no affixed to the feet and the other with the pipe in his mouth. Boy, how wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. This is mostly African Americans. This is like probably 90% African Americans. Silhouetted corpse of African American Alan Brooks hanging from an elk's arch, surrounded by spectators. So everybody's around him, standing and watching him being martyred. This is on March 3rd, 1910 in Texas. Something penciled on the inscription. It says, all okay, and we'd like to get a post from you, Bill. This was some raw bunch. Insane. The course of 5, this is why I'm very like stern, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very I don't even play. I don't play no game. I'm very like on edge. And it's not even in a bad way. It's just that I talk to, and who I don't talk to, who I just don't talk to. You know, I have no desire to make new friends, okay? So anyways, it says the corpse of 5 African American nieces and Gillespie's, John Gillespie's, Jack Dillingham. This was all done in 1906. Well, like they just piled on top of each other. It's insane. Spectators at the lynching of Jesse Washington. This is 1916. This is not long ago, guys. This is not long ago at all. Propped up in the victim. So let's read this one because I think this is one of the ones that, you see that stick there? The stick, they had to like they had to hold his head up. So it says, the blood, golden, I can't pronounce that word, the body of an African American male, propped up in a rocking chair, blood splattered clothes, white and dark paint applied to the face and head, shadow of man using rod to prop up the victim's head, or the body, or the head. Like, why? Honestly, like, why? What is the point? This is for a postcard? Insane. Come on. 1910. If you guys come into this website, it's like Without Sanctuary. This thing goes on and on. It's so many, mind you. It says launching of a bound white male. His body hung from the bridge in circa 1910. The location unknown. This is wicked. Might have been another Italian man that identified as a white man. Unidentified lynching of African American in 1908, Georgia. There's another one. The unidentified corpse. I don't see where he's at. Hold on, let me get this. The unidentified corpse of African American male with POSAS, 1900. Location unknown. A card mounted, gelatin printed out to say purchased from South Georgia. It states the photo matte impressed with a large logo. Do you guys see where the lynching is? He might be in the middle somewhere. Over here. Oh, maybe his body is on both the horses on the back. Another black male, 1900s. This look recent. 1906. Townspeople gathered from the burning of John Lee, 1911 in Oklahoma. Another version of the photo postcard was marketed with the negative, etched, okay. They call it coon cooking. For the burning of him, they call him coon cooking. See, they even call black people coons when they cooning. I just did a short of Snoop Dogg, him cooning. Alright, so lynching of African American male in 1960 in Georgia. They don't have no decency. Like, the decency is out the window, let me tell you that. John Richards hanging from a tree. Jubilant lynchers, a freshly hewed pine coffin. In 1916. Lynching of an unidentified African American male, date and location. Copies of this card turned up frequently, testifying to their popularity. How can you be okay with this, for real? Like, how in your heart can you be okay with this? God is like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to pay. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. Like, somebody gonna have to pay for this. You know, it's a lynch mob in the smoldering remain of an African American 1910. Somebody gonna have to pay for this. Y'all think, people think that you're gonna do this to people and nothing gonna happen to you? Like, you really think that's gonna happen? You think that there's no God above, right? So this is 1960 in Texas. This guy is on somebody's neck. They're watching another lynching. Spectators at the lynching of Jesse Washington for a better view. Charred corpse, they burned him alive. Charred corpse of Jesse. That's him, the same guy. What Jesse Washington suspended from the utility pole. Let's see. I'm gonna do this. Jesse Washington, May 16, 1916. Jesse Washington, May 16th, 1916. let's see, like, what was like Cardi? What was the reason? Jesse Washington was a 17-year-old, and he's 17, African-American farmhand who was lynched in the county seat of Waco, Texas on May, get the dates together, babe. In what became a well-known example of lynching, Washington was convicted of raping and murdering Lucy Fryer, the wife of a white employer in rural Robinson, Texas. He was chained by his neck and dragged out of the county court by observers. He was then paraded through the streets all while being stabbed and beaten, flogged, before being held down and castrated. They cut the man thing. He was then lynched in front of Waco City Hall. Y'all are some wicked, boy. Y'all some wicked people, boy. That's why I don't trust now. I don't trust nobody, for real. That's insane. Unidentified lynching of onlookers in the horseback. The lynching of 19-year-old Elias Clayton. 19. This is June 1920. 3 Negroes lynched at Duluth, Minnesota for rape. 1919. The lynching of the 19-year-old Ellis. Why these 19-year-olds, they just hurting these kids? The same one. Oh, that's Minnesota. Alright, so the lynching of Ellis Clay. I guess they got more than a couple of photos. The lynching of Thomas Shipp and Abraham Smith. A large gathering of lynchers. These look like white men. This is 1930. My granddad was born like 2.5 years later. $1930 again. Same guys. They put that in a picture. It's not even a postcard now. They put it in a picture frame. The lynching of J.L. Compton and Joseph Wilson. Vigilantes. April 30th, 1870. Helena, Montana. It's insane. Another white guy. The lynching of Leo Frank. That's why I don't trust people, because, boy, just like if you famous or celebrity, like, they'll be clapping for you 1 minute, and then next minute they're just like trying to hurt you. You know, the lynching of Leo Frank. This is 1915. Anyways, I went through so many of these, and I would recommend you to probably go through them yourself just to get an idea of how wicked America is. America is wicked, okay? And it's a lot of them. Like, it's so many. Look at them. Why would you do that to a woman? Men don't deserve that either, but why would you do that to a woman? Why? I'm going to look her up. The barefoot corpse of Laura Nelson. Why would you do that to a woman? Stamped on the river, so unmailable. Like, why would you do that to a woman? A white mob in Oklahoma abducted. A mob of dozens of armed white men broke into the county jail, and they abducted her. Abducted. That is insane. Let's go to Black Pass. So they took her out of jail. Come on. Let's go down. So Laura and L.D. Nelson were a mother and son who were dragged from jail and lynched in Oklahoma. Austin Nelson married Laura in 1896. And their son Lawrence was born the following year. Okay. The Nelson family lived on a farm near Parton, Oklahoma, a largely white town. The 1910 census listed the Nelson family living in Pike County, and it's called that, with 2 children, 13 years old and 2-year-old Carrie. On May 1st, Sheriff County Looney received a complaint of stolen cow from Claude Luttrell property in Patton. Luttrell obtained a search warrant from Justice of the Peace A.W. Jenkins that allowed him to search the Nelson farm. The sheriff, meanwhile, formed a posse consisting of himself, property owner, Luttrell, neighbor, and witness Oxford Lane. And I'm reading this in my head and I'm forgetting I'm recording. Constable Cliff Martin. The group arrived at the Nelson farm on May 2nd around 9 p.m. and read a warrant to the property owner, Austin. When meat allegedly from the stolen cow was found in the barn, LD grabbed a Winchester rifle hidden behind the trunk, while Laura grabbed another gun. A gunfight began, resulting in Constable Martin, I'm going to say like last name just to move forward, began grazed by the leg and a bullet. Lonely had taken shelter behind a wagon, but the bullet had hit him. So the Nelson fled nearby the relative's home, but were arrested later on that day. Okay. Alright, Austin Nelson admitted that the theft of the steer and his son, LD, later confessed to pulling the trigger that unalived Loney, although the Nelsons hired lawyer Blakely, Max, and Miley firm, and Sean represented Austin, pled guilty to larceny and was sentenced to 3 years in Oklahoma. Alright, so Laura's child was taken into custody in jail with her mother. Laura and her son, LD, were set to be arraigned on May 5th, but around midnight, May 25th, and around midnight on the 24th, a mob approximately 30 to 40 men. You need 30 to 40 men for one person. Arrived in the jail and then caught the jailers off guard as he waited for the arriving detective. Both Laura and son were hung from the bridge. But so this is my question: if they were illegally removed from the jail, why was there still a postcard of that? Like, you just condoned what the mob did. Like, you just condoned what they did. Like, if they did all that and they confessed to selling it, why didn't you let them stay in jail? Like, why would you go there? None of this is making sense, right? So why would it be okay for them to kidnap one, be okay with it, 2, post a public postcard, 3, and then not get in trouble for it? They're saying that it's unmailable, but I don't believe it, because why is one created? They're saying that it's unmailable right here, stamped on reverse. They was able to make a postcard of this, so why was this available? It's a real photo postcard. They made a postcard of this. They should have went to jail, all 40 of them. How do you know how many there was if the jailer got caught off guard? Like, none of it's making sense, bro. Like, I'm tired of these people. The lynching of Laura Nelson and her son, several dozen onlookers. This is like insane, bro. It's really insane. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go through these. I went through these already, but I just wanted to go through them with you guys. Sorry about my reading and not being like direct. You know, when I start reading, I start to go silent a little bit. I'm starting to pick it up in my head, and I forget that I'm recording. So I may do more of these. If not, I just wanted to share this with you. I thought this would be great to do, and if I can just end this appropriately, that would be great too. And that's it. How can I'm gonna try to end this, guys. I think I'm still recording. Oh, there it is. All right, thank you guys so much for being with me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Sorry. Wait, hold on.